Hello everybody, my name is GoTrunks_Armada. I hope you're doing well, and welcome back to GoTrunks_Armada plays Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage. So last time we started Winter Tundra, cleared out the outside, did some backtracking, and completed the entirety of the game up until this point. So we've got all of Summer Forest 100% complete, all of Autumn Plains 100% complete. And now we are towards the end of Winter Tundra, and subsequently toward the end of the game. So, normally, this is where I would start going to the last of the levels, but there is something that I want to show off. So, we're going to do some jumping here, and we're gonna go straight to fighting Ripto. That's right, the very first thing that we are going to do in this last episode is essentially beat the game, but there's a bit of a reason for this, and I'll tell you why.
Alright, Spyro, you've got the orbs. Defeat of Ripto is only moments away, right? Right? Well, anyway, good luck. He's right through this door.
Hooray. So, this is how you get the last handful of gems. Oh, what am I missing? Oh, I know where it is. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So the reason that I'm going to go ahead and deal with Ripto is once you beat the game, there is one more roadblock where a character is going to tell you you need to get a whole bunch of gems and a whole bunch of orbs in order to enter a place. And the game kind of helps you out that, at least with the gems part. The orbs, you're kind of on your own. But for the gems, they give Sparks some extra abilities. So if we beat Ripto with some levels and areas still to explore, well, I'll show it off once we beat Ripto. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Let's go ahead and have the final boss of the game.
Animals? Hey, Shorty. Maybe I can help. What? You again? Yup. If you want to test that power crystal, why don't you try it on me? I'll stand still. I promise.
I like that idea. Dragon, you've just sealed your fate!
Alright. Spyro, hit me, I dare you. Ripto, bring it on. Alright, we're ready for this.
Spyro, we want to help you fight Ripto. Elora is using the orbs you collected to store power-up energy. Hunter will throw the powered-up orbs to you as they become ready. Even as we speak, the professor is experimenting with new forms of power-up energy, so you'll soon have abilities that no one has ever seen before.
Sorry, just give me a moment. I wanna vibe out here for a moment. Okay. So, first, let's just take a second to take in this atmosphere. Like, look at this big ol' arena surrounded by lava. Alright, so just like before with Gulp, Ripto will not make a move until we make a move, which we can kind of use to our advantage. So, very similar to Gulp, if I run up to Ripto and I charge him or I flame him, he will not take any damage by me. He is impervious to my charge attack and my flame attack. The only way that we can do damage to Ripto is by collecting these different colored orbs that you see scattered all over the ground. And you see that the orbs are being dropped by Hunter, who is flying up over above our heads. I don't think he's gonna ever drop more than 3, so I think we've hit the max that he's willing to drop for us. So essentially what I'm going to want to do is run straight left and circle around to grab all the gems. I'm pretty sure Ripto's gonna grab that red one over there, but I'll at least be able to grab these two. So essentially, you remember the popcorn game back in Magma Comb? This is the popcorn game, but turned up to 11. Anyway, I've been stalling for long enough. Let's go. Nope. Anyway. Ow. And now you'll see, as soon as we grab 3 orbs, we end up getting a superpower for a couple of seconds. The power of the orbs, everybody. Oh. And here's the bad part. Ripto can also collect 3 orbs and get a power-up for a limited time. But if we can charge him or flame him, we can interrupt his walk or his attack. Can you drop me a pair that's not red? Like, I need to get a different power. There we go, I'll grab the blue one. 1. I was trying to turn around. And 2. Oh, do I need a third hit? Darn, I didn't know I needed a third hit. I guess I'll let you grab it. We saw what the blue gave him. He had those blue dots around him. This is what red gives us. I'll let you have it. What is this one? Green! And this is what all the greens give Spyro. And now this is intimidating. So you remember how I said Gulp was a roadblock for me? You can imagine how big of a roadblock Ripto was as a child. Cause I legitimately could not pass this boss fight for the longest time when I was a kid. Oh, I tried. Oh. Okay, I definitely hit that one. Oh, give me the fire, I don't care. Ooh. That's alright. We only have a couple of rounds of... Uh-oh. This is gonna be bad. Ooh, what is that? That's a fire... alligator thing. Ow. You are literally standing on an orb. Thank you. Alright, I'll let you see what the blue one does. Woohoo! That's dangerous. Okay, Gulp clearly knew that one was coming in before. And this should be it. Oh. I don't know how I turned around. I didn't press that. I need to get to... Alright, so we've gone through Gulp's phase 2, and now for the final phase of the Ripto fight. We got all these golden orbs all over the place, and Spyro collects one and gets the ability to fly. Now here's the part that annoys me about this scene. You can't do the flying backflips in this game. That is a Spyro 1 exclusive. But yeah, here it is, being shown in cutscene, so why? I mean, we know why. It's because the L1, R1 buttons are also camera buttons, so you should be able to operate the camera. I'm getting too caught up in conversation. There's not really much to the fight anymore, it's just spam fireballs at Ripto and avoid his green energy balls that he's constantly firing at you. But still, for a Spyro final boss fight, like, that is pretty epic. It's ridiculous, it's crazy, it's terrifying, but it's pretty epic. And Ripto is defeated. Just like that.
I don't think we can ever thank you enough, Spyro. I suppose you have to go now?
Yeah, I'd better. They'll be missing me in the Dragon Worlds, and I've still got a vacation to take. I need it more than ever now.
Before you go, I think that Moneybags has something he wants to give you.
I most certainly do not.
Hunter? Spyro, Moneybags is very sorry that he made you pay so much on your way through Avalar. We want you to keep the gems as a reward for helping us.
Wow, thanks. Sparks, can you grab them? Let me just type in the new coordinates and there! Spyro, you can now go to Dragon Shores.
Hooray!
Hey, why don't you guys come with me? I bet you could use a holiday.
I'm afraid we can't, Spyro. Ripto may be gone, but he caused a lot of damage during his short stay. We'll be cleaning up for weeks. Just remember, though, that you can always get back to Avalar from Dragon Shores if you want to visit.
Well, okay. Come on, Sparks. We've got a lot of vacation to catch up on.
Woohoo! Alright, now, I do like/want to let the credits play. I just like allowing the credits to play at the end of the game. This gives proper accreditation to those who worked on the game, all individually, far better than I could if I were to even attempt to replicate the same. So we're gonna let this play out for a bit. So yeah, for the most part, that is Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage. We do have some cleaning up to do once we get done. I left a couple of levels out for a reason. So once we get done with this, Sparks will now have the ability to retrieve gems further away from Spyro, and he will constantly be pointing towards gems within any level for Spyro. So this is a precursor to Spyro 3's, like, Sparks abilities, only this time we don't have to do a bonus world, we just have to beat the game first and then use these new abilities from Sparks to help clean it up. So that's the reason why I omitted the last two worlds. We're going to do that immediately after the credits, because I wanted to allow, you know, Sparks' abilities to be shown off for the last little bit in this episode here. And I'll also show you the guy who's going to gatekeep me, even though he probably isn't going to gatekeep me, because I think I have enough gems and stuff to get past him. It's like 8,000 gems and 55 orbs or something. I don't know. We'll see once we talk to him. So yeah, that once again, that is Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage. Really fun game, very adventurous game. You go through all the levels, collect all the things, just like the previous game. We get mix-ups with all the mini challenges and mini games that kind of add some variety to your typical run around, grab the gems, collect the thing, and exit the level. I don't like the backtracking. One of the things that I do enjoy about the first Spyro game is you can literally just travel straight through the game the first time, collect everything as you go, and once you hit the end of the game, once you go through the end credits, if you've done everything as you went along, you can just, that's it, you're done. If you're a speedrunner, it almost plays out like a movie, right? You can play the game within like an hour or two and be completely done with it. But yeah, the backtracking, definitely not a huge fan of that. It adds padding to the game for no good reason. It's cool to like foreshadow the fact that you're gonna have new abilities later on in the game. Like, I guess that part is technically cool, and I'm sure that's a factor in the reasoning as to why they do that. But it's just always personally bothering me. Overall though, like, I have put more time in this game than I care to count. Love this game absolutely to death. I love how easy it is to just completely break the game up one side and down the other. But it's these broken aspects that really make the game enjoyable to me. And all the little tricks just keep me coming back to find more tricks and see what other creative ways I can use to, you know, either further myself in the level or mess around in the level, all that fun stuff. Even some tricks I discovered literally while playing this round just now, right? You kind of heard me going, oh, I wonder if I can do that. And then I would go for it. Spyro, voiced by Tom Kenny. Always worth pointing out. How did I find a lot of the broken things that I came across? Some of it was shown to me by other people. Other things was... So I had alluded all throughout the playthrough that Gulp and Ripto were huge roadblocks for me. While I was eventually able to defeat Gulp all by myself, unfortunately, I can't say the same for Ripto. I was just unable to deal with 3 waves of Ripto fight, each one getting progressively harder. So I was eventually introduced to a Game Shark by one of the kids up the street. Had like a cousin that came to visit, and he brought his Game Shark for his PlayStation 1, and when he was showing it off, I was like, can you help me with my Spyro game? And so he plugged in his Game Shark, and I was able to use cheats to beat Ripto easily. And that's when I met this guy.
Well done, Spyro. Step right on into Dragon Shores Park.
Yeah, I figured. So, this is Dragon Shores Park.
By the way, if you win 10 tokens, you can visit our theater.
This is the Dragon Shores Park. We're not going to do anything here just yet. We have some levels that we need to go clean up. So let's go back to the Winter Tundra. But yeah, this was my introduction to what a Game Shark is and what it does. So, obviously, once I found it the first time, like, I was, you know, I had to get my hands on a Game Shark. It became, like, the thing that I asked for whenever a holiday came around. So, I eventually got the Game Shark, and from there, it was, how many crazy codes can I make happen in this game, and what sort of insanity can I make out of these things? Anyway, so you can see that Sparks, without me inputting anything on the controller, is just constantly reaching for gems, and he picks them up way further than he used to. So he is very gem hungry now. And I also have 9,200 gems. That's because every gem that we have given that sleazeball money bags has now been returned to us. So he is no longer scamming us out of our gems. He is now away. We no longer have to deal with him, and we can go to Robotica Farms in peace. Bram, bram, bram. So it's an entire farmland of robots. That's interesting.
Howdy, Spyro. These here pests have infested our farm. Could you find the time to help us get rid of them?
Alright.
Find your way over to the giant bug lamp and turn it on so we can zap any more invading pests.
So we just have this farm that's just having an insect infestation. That's all that's going on here. On top of that, we've already defeated Ripto, so Ripto can't have any hands in any of this stuff. Nope, too sharp. Now, unlike with Cloud Temples, this place you can go ham on all the sheep because... Alright, so this guy, that guy, right? That guy will spin around in place. There's a special way that you have to defeat him. Step 1, charge into him. He will flip upside down. Step 2, head bash. That will break him. Just like this. And those guys just fly up and shoot you with stingers. What the game expects you to do is something like what this farmer's about to tell me.
Them bugs are mighty tough. I reckon you'd need to shoot some of them out of the sky with that there pea shot.
Farmer Greeny Beanie wants us to use this to shoot the flying bees or whatever those things are. And then we got these little guys that roll the barrels at us like some good old Donkey Kong. Got Mr. Charge and Head Bash here. And now we see these little, like, seesaw things. Giant teeter-totters, I'll call them that. Very scientific. Yes, Sparks, there are gems everywhere. So we're gonna use this to get up here. Those teeter-totters are very sensitive to which side of them you stand on. And if you stand on the up side, it will go down. And obviously, if you stand on the downside, it will stay down. There we go. Now we jump up here. He's gonna hit me. Wow, I'm kind of surprised he didn't. Ooh, almost.
These darn bugs are making a joke of my expensive robot scarecrows.
No way.
Chase them down and flame them, Spyro.
Farmer Appleby. That's great. Okay, so I'm supposed to use this hill to glide over to the bugs and flame them. Nope, that didn't work. That definitely didn't work. And if I don't grab them quick enough, they'll just respawn themselves. So I gotta race to get this last guy, and... got it.
My fields are safe from those flying vermin, Spyro.
You're welcome.
Take this doodad I done dug up yesterday.
Yay, give me the orb. So, like, now that the orbs are the end completion reward for just getting to the end of the level, like, I guess that makes Winter Tundra's orbs the easiest to get throughout the entire game, because you're guaranteed at least one orb for just simply completing the level. It also, like, I guess, does it change the value of these favors that we're constantly doing? Like, if they are now the end, like, how should I ask this? So, you get a reward just for getting to the end of the game, right? And that's like a guaranteed reward. It's a reward that doesn't really have value because you can literally just skip everything and jump straight to the end of the level if you know what you're doing. And the only requirement is get here, get reward, right? That's not like a very noteworthy reward for yourself, right? That's not a very noteworthy task for the reward. So does changing, and before it was just you get the talisman. The orbs were special because you had to do these, you know, crazy side missions. Okay, seriously? These crazy side missions in order to receive the orbs, right? So that meant they were like pretty valuable. The talismans were magic, but the orbs were something special. Now the orbs have been delegated, downgraded, demoted to being the end of level collectible. So is that a downgrade in value or is that an upgrade in value? I honestly don't know. There we go. We're getting rid of all the bugs. There you go, Sparks. Are you happy now?
Way to go, Spyro.
Farmer John.
Them varmints won't be coming near our crops now. Can I offer you a reward?
Them varmints won't be coming near our crops now. Yay, orb. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab these gems. And now I believe this is the final supercharge ramp of the entire game. Well, I shouldn't call it ramp. The final supercharged track in the entire game.
I used to drive my tractor all around the farm, but some fool robot blocked the path up. Do you
Farmer
think you can knock him
Barleycorn.
down with a bit of a supercharge?
With a bit of a supercharge. Yes, sir, Barleycorn. I will get your supercharge. Let's go. And first try on the best.
A fine piece of steering that was, Dragon. Here, take this thingamajig I found in the cow pen.
So, you wanna know what's interesting? Oh, that's our 3 of 3 orbs. Cool. You remember in Fracture Hills, we got a skill point for doing 3 laps along the supercharged track? Why doesn't this track have a similar skill point challenge? I'd be willing to argue that this one's skill point would be just as, if not more difficult. Really, the difficult part is you get all the way here to these big ramps at the very end, and like, honestly, maybe that's why, because you're gonna be over all the time every time. See, watch. We're gonna charge all the way to the end. And then once we get over to here, we jump this, and then... Oh, no, I guess you could. Right, so I guess you're wondering, how do we hit this? Well, the answer's obvious. You use the supercharge. Like, she says, no, we're not using the supercharge. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come over here. This elevator's gonna come down. Let's jump onto the elevator. The elevator's gonna go up. And there's a rocket right here. Flame the rocket and glide. Yay, yummy gems. Alright, so Sparks wants us to grab this thing. Almost there. Like always, it's going to take us right back to the beginning of the level. There it is. Robotic farms complete. So now we can exit out of here. That place is fun, but I've definitely saved the best for last. That is brutal. Like, straight up, that is horrifying. Gem scatter, hooray! So let's leave Robotica Farms. We're coming straight across.
I can see you've learned the value of orbs, Spyro. This touchy gate should work perfectly with the help of your impressive orb collection.
Metropolis!
We're counting on you, Spyro, and I'm doing my best to get that super portal working again. I promise.
Metropolis might be one of, if not my favorite level in Spyro 2. And I know I've made that statement before, but there's a reason for this one. Welcome to the futuristic robotic city, Metropolis. Wow. Perfect. That's a scene. I can just imagine them being in the development planning room and just being like, how do we introduce Metropolis? They're just like, we don't introduce it. We just let the businessman and the pig speak for themselves.
This insurrection from the farms has got quite out of hand. We need someone to restore order. Find the inventor droid. She's been working on something big.
Alright, so now we've got the manager droid. We've got laser shooting space cows. And this is part of why I love this level. It is a futuristic city design that has like space cows and space things all over the place. And our goal is to get out there. So let's make our way through, shall we? What does this guy got to say?
With all the budget cuts,
Maintenance droid.
elevators need serious work. See, this one here is stuck. I expect it would start working if you could just give it a good whack, though.
I suspect it would start working if you were to just give it a good whack, though. How's it going, Tom Kenny? Bam! That's how you're supposed to whack it, by the way. You just head bash it. And then if you want to go back up, obviously you just head bash it again. The only downside is once you like head bash the elevator, control of Spyro gets taken away while you ride up or down.
I always say there's no repair quite like just hitting something.
You know, there's actually a name for that. It's called concussive maintenance. I'm serious. The act of repairing something simply by hitting it. So there you go. Next time you end up smacking your TV to get it to work, and people are like, "Stop trying to hit it," I'm be like, "It's concussive maintenance. It works." Another reason I love this level, I don't know how much you've been paying attention to it, but man, listen to that music in the background. Oh, I know I'm like playing a plethora of sounds right now.
As you can see,
Logistics
the
droid.
has taken over our armory.
No
We thought
way.
that freezing the walkway would keep animals out.
Got it. Seems to be doing well so far. He's over there. We're out here.
The ox is very tough. I
Oh.
advise using the bombs against it, and it'll probably take several bombs at that.
Okay, so we gotta avoid the exploding bombs, but also use the bombs against the ox. So the ox has a bit of a pattern. He will throw one middle, one right, and then one middle, one right. So he'll start in the middle, and then every other throw after that will be in the middle. Your goal is to be going toward him when he shoots the middle. That way you can always hit him with his own bomb. So it kind of looks like this strat. And then take a big circle, avoid the bomb, or run straight into it. That works too. There is like ways to get the right and left bombs also to him. You basically just like go all the way against the wall toward him and flame. But that is the easiest strat.
Visually pleasing reward.
All right. Onward and downward, I suppose. Hooray, we're finally outside. Flame the pig, charge the pig. Pigs are kind of easy. They kind of take care of themselves. And then the big shield guys, obviously you flame them when their shield is away while they are firing at you. Break open the unbreakable chest that only requires a head bash. Break the dynamite bottle, and now we're going onward. Onward and upward. And this right here, this is the best part of the entire level.
Ah, Spyro. I heard you were coming. Thank you for your efforts in thwarting this attempted coup. Please take this item, which living creatures seem to like. It's a first for Avalar, a combination power-up. Thank goodness you're here to test it out. These invading sheep in their spaceships must be stopped.
Take down the sheep saucers.
Keep after those saucers, Spyro. Remember your training.
Alright, so this allows me to super fly and super flame. So, honestly, the only thing I'm missing is supercharge, and I would be like a super dragon right now. Anyway, let's just go around and break everything we possibly can, including the sheep saucers. So if you've ever wondered what Spyro would be like if he could fly, this is the closest to that you're ever gonna get. This control scheme and this style of running around right here, that's about what it would look like.
Excellent work. You knocked those sheep right out of the sky.
Yeah.
This orb device is proof of your skill.
Yeah, give me orb.
knew it.
What?
The first sheep sent out a distress call. The next
No.
wave of saucers is incoming.
I gotta do it again. Shoot down the second wave. Let's go. That was a complete miss. Lost a little too much air on that one, but we're okay. So, do I head bash it or do I flame it? That answers that.
Nice flying,
Hooray!
You've proven the genius of my double power-up invention. Here, keep this to commemorate your victory.
And this makes 64 out of 64 orbs. That is every orb in the entirety of Avalar. The last orb in the entire game. But we still have one more thing to get, because if you remember correctly, we had an Indestructible box over here. I'm just messing around with the flying. There we go. And that should... Nope. Alright, Sparks, where's the last gems? Oh, I know where they're at. By the way, don't know if you noticed or not, but if you just shoot a super fireball, that also works for allowing the elevators to go up and down. And if you shoot a fireball on them, they don't get... if you shoot a fireball on them, Spyro doesn't get stuck. So you don't have to wait for the elevator to complete its ascent or descent. Right, so that is Metropolis complete. We can fly around and enjoy the outside here with its electric water, or we can just go ahead and leave. Let's go ahead and get out of here. And that'll be the last gem scatter we see for the entire game. Alrighty, so with that, we have completed Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage 100%. However, we are not entirely done just yet. There are two things. First, it's Dragon Shores right here in front of us, but also, you'll remember that I've been doing skill points this entire time. So if we're on Winter's Tundra's page, and we press right on the D-pad one more time, we can see all of the skill points that we have been completing throughout our journey. And if we come over here, we're missing a few that we haven't quite gotten just yet. So we're gonna finish out the rest of the skill points, but let's go and finally allow Spyro to take his vacation. And here we are in Dragon Shores. This is a theme park specifically catering to dragons. And if you remember the first time we were here, we were told that if we can collect 10 tokens, we can visit the Dragon Shores Theater. And this guy will tell us more about that.
Hey there, young fella. I'd sure like to let you into the Dragon Shores Theater, but you just haven't won enough tokens. Try visiting the other attractions first.
So in case you can't tell, yes, these guys are Norks from the first game. If it's not obvious by their appearance, you can put the nail in the coffin by seeing Showman Ned with a G. All of Nasty Norks have a silent G in front of their spelling. So
Step right
this
up,
is
Spyro,
Showman
and
Nick.
Take a look at what we've got for you today. Inside this here booth, you'll find some of the most vicious creatures you've ever seen.
Do I want to try the dunking booth? Sure, why not?
Here's a baseball to spit, sport. Take aim, shoot at the target, and watch as the terrifying creatures fall into the water below. But don't worry, you won't hurt them.
Alright, we're gonna grab the ball, and we will aim at the target. Shoot. And that's a Yeti gone.
That was pretty funny, wasn't it? Take this token for being such a good shot. Have another shot if you want, kid.
Alright, sure. I do love that in the water tank are like adversaries that Spyro has faced throughout the journey.
This is pretty easy, isn't it? Have another one of these tokens.
Okay, this one we definitely want to complete as soon as possible, because he's just going to keep yapping at us.
Wow, you really are a great shot. Take this. It's my last token.
The last token, huh?
Have another shot if you want, kid.
So, at this point, we can keep shooting the target and getting, dunking the Yeti, dunking the Earthshaper, dunking the Turtle Soup guy, but we will not get any more tokens. We are officially done with this game. And if we can look, we have 10 tokens total to get. So we win the tokens by going to all of these carnival games and participating/winning. So let's see what this guy is.
Free, free, free.
Showman
Pay
Norm.
no money down and make no monthly payments. In
Okay.
return, I'll give you one token. One
All right.
is all I can give, but you can ride as many times as you'd like.
I mean, that just sounds like an all-around win. Yeah, let's go. It's free to get on. I get a token for winning. Like, yeah, let's do it.
Hop aboard, my friend.
And he's my friend. This is great. Favorite minigame, hands down. 10 out of 10. Alright, we've entered a boat. Agent Zero was by himself. Oh, hey, look, the fawn's dating the turtle? Wait a minute. Fawn with the Yeti, okay. So... Oh, look at that, I'm with the monk. Bye, bud.
As promised, here's your one token. When you have 10, try visiting the Dragon Shores Theater.
Got it. So, this is just a...
Back to take a whirl on the boat? Hop aboard!
So this is essentially just a little roulette game, just to see, like, oh, who will Spyro get every time he rides? Every time he rides, he will get a different person every time. And, you can see some of the comedic pairings that we can see as it rotates along. Is it going to be the exact same pairings all over again? Huh, maybe it is. I didn't realize that before. Oh, wow, it's the exact same thing all over again. Okay, never mind.
Just for kicks, eh?
Interesting. I could have sworn it was different every time. Alright, so now we've got this guy.
Hiya, Spyro. I hear you're a pretty good shot. How'd you like to try my shooting gallery?
Let's go. Shooting gallery.
Okay,
Showman
I'll set the
Nelson.
timer for you.
Alright, so this is pretty straightforward. You get a Super Flame power-up, and the time limit is the time you have to endlessly shoot until you hit all the ducks. Easy.
Nice shooting. Here's a token.
Thank you.
Ready for the next round?
You know it. Let's go. Let's keep going.
Okay, I'll set the timer for you.
Nope. Now we gotta move around a bit. That time I only had to get 8.
Here's a token. Ready for the next round? Okay, I'll set the timer for you.
Oh. Got the lizards from Glimmer. And they keep aiming at me. That makes it annoying. There we go.
Great.
All
Here is my
done.
last token.
Alright, so all those games are fun, all those games are easy, except for this one. This one is the pain. Let me introduce you to Trouble with the Trolley A, Part 2.
Welcome to the Dragon
Showman
Shores.
Nigel.
Here at the shores, we don't just ride, though. If you can pop all the balloons on the track, a token is waiting for you. Ready to ride?
Yeah, let's do it.
Watch out for the other coasters out there. It's a crowded track today.
Alright, so we're gonna pop all the balloons. We got 25 balloons all over the track. And you can see there are obstacles in the way that we got to jump over. So this very first round, nice and easy. We've got one path on the track. We just follow it all the way through. We jump over the things as they come at us. Nice and simple, right? And I'm sure you're thinking, what is so challenging about this? Oh, my dear viewer, just wait till the next round.
Good job, Dragon. Here's a token for you.
That was easy mode. Now we're about to go into medium
All
mode.
right, I'll flip this switch and now you can ride more tracks. See if you can pop the balloons on these tracks, too.
Yep, we're gonna keep going.
Watch out for the other coasters out there. It's a crowded track today.
So now we have 50 balloons, and now we have optional paths that we can be taking. So we have to add these onto our already going course. And honestly, this course is pretty long. Like, it does take a good solid minute or two to complete it. And there's no way that you can, like, increase the speed or anything. You're just going along through. But this isn't even the hardest version of this track. Honestly, we haven't even hit the difficulty yet. Wait until round 3. Although I do gotta... Oh no, I forgot that one's a jump. I will admit though, I did always like the loop-de-loop. Loop-de-loop is kinda cool. I'll give you that. Well, I hope you like the loop-de-loop, because now we gotta see it again, because I forgot to jump right here. There we go. We do the loop-de-loop and pull. And your course is looking cool. Will this be a course? I guess it's a roller coaster track, so I don't know. Alright, 47, 48, 49, and 50. Now for the hard round.
Not bad. Here's another token. There's one more run, and you're on a roll. There's a cannon installed on your car for this run.
There it
and you
is.
have to shoot balloons, too. Are you gonna give it a try?
You bet.
Watch out for the other coasters out there. It's a crowded track today.
Perfect. Alright, so now we have a cannon that we can shoot. On top of following the tracks, on top of making sure that you can shoot the other balloons. And then you gotta figure out the exact right timing to align yourself up with your cannon to shoot the balloons. It is very easy to miss. I've seen playthroughs where people have gone like 3 or 4 rounds trying to get this one balloon. Oh, too early. There it is. Alright, we're halfway through, guys. Woohoo! That one was actually pretty good. I couldn't, like, jump over him and line up that shot at the same time. That just wasn't gonna work. Alright, so we gotta go all the way around one last time to get this last balloon, because I missed it. I'm pretty sure if I would have jumped soon enough to make the balloon shot that I was gonna crash into the dude, so I'll take it. There it is. Alright, we completed it all.
Wow, you're a natural. You've conquered the coaster. Here's my last token.
Alright, so now we have the 10 tokens. Let's talk back to this guy.
Well, Spyro, it's your lucky day. You've managed to win enough tokens to enter the famous Dragon Shores Theater. Go on in and enjoy the show.
Okay, so the Dragon Shores Theater is an in-game cutscene player. So, for example, if we click We Need a Vacation, we will watch the very first cutscene of the entire game. Obviously, all of them are in order, so... In the World of Dragons, we're in Stone Hill. And we got Spyro and Sparks, they'll run through. It plays out the exact same way it did at the exact start of the game. So if there's any particular cutscene that you just want to watch, there you go. All you have to do is get the 10 tokens and visit the Dragon Shores Theater. So there's one more thing that I can show you. If we come over here, there is a sealed door that requires 10,000 gems and 64 orbs. If we pause the game, we have exactly 10,000 gems and 64 orbs, which is the amount of both items that you will be getting if you 100% the entirety of the game. Behind this door is a Super Flame power-up, but not just any Super Flame power-up. If you see the zappy zaps on the side there, like a Super Saiyan 2, you will notice Spyro didn't change color. There is no time limit on the side of my screen, and I can shoot a fireball. But wait, it gets even better. If I jump to Winter Tundra and leave this world, surely the power-up always goes away once you portal travel to somewhere else. So I'm going to exit the portal, be in Winter Tundra, and... That is right, this is a permanent Super Fireball attack. So what we are going to do with this is if we go back to Summer Forest... But wait, where are you going? You beat everything in Summer Forest. Well, there's one thing we didn't do. When I was showing off Crush, I didn't even attempt to do a 0-hit run, where I don't take any damage for the entirety of the fight. And that's because, well, A, I was showing off Crush, and it didn't make sense to, you know, try to perfect him and show off all of his mechanics. And also, if you have the Super Fireball, it trivializes these boss fights. It completely breaks the game. So we're gonna travel all the way over here, come to Crush, and just wait and see. This is how easy Crush is. He's invincible until he hits the first platform, but after that, you just literally hit him over and over again and let the rocks do the rest. Alright, so now that we've hit him... Oh no, it's one more. Oh, shoot. I got hit by that one. If you get hit at all during the fight, you have to exit the level to restart. Getting caught up in showing how easy he is, I'm forgetting to actually react to his... But yeah, as you can see, Crush is literally no threat to me anymore, so let's go through this boss fight the right way. Why'd you go to the middle again? There we go. And there's that skill point. And now we're going to run straight to Gulp, which... The Super Fireball makes Crush easy, but he still has those, like... those moments where he's dropping the rocks, or the moment where he's invincible until he gets to the next platform. Yeah, wait until you see Gulp. So this little last bit right here, on top of just getting the last skill points, this is just that last bit of catharsis for anybody who had troubles with any of these fights growing up. Or even currently, thanks to the Reignited trilogy. So with this, Gulp now went from a huge roadblock to just spam fireballs. He literally can't do anything. He is stun locked. As long as I press circle over and over again at the right times, we will... There we go. We will be victorious. So Crush is easy, Gulp is easy, Ripto is half easy, and I'll explain why. His first two waves are easier. You have a permanent Super Fireball, therefore you don't even have to collect the orbs for Ripto, you just have to keep shooting him with a Super Fireball in both his on-foot phase and in his Gulp phase. So now that we have the Super Fireball, Ripto's nice and easy as well, just through two of his phases, not the third one. So the first one is we just run up on him while he's on foot, shoot the fireballs, press start button to skip the cutscene, then he's going to summon Robo Gulp. We once again just run up on him, shooting him with fireballs, all the way up until we deplete Robo Gulp's health. And now it's the part that actually gets challenging, because now we have the flying, and this part doesn't play out any different We just gotta constantly make sure that Ripto isn't able to shoot us with those green energy blast things that he uses. Where'd he go? Ooh, that one almost touched me. Alright, we're almost there. He's starting to panic. He's going behind the things now. Ooh, those two got really close. So I should be able to do one more hit on him. Got it. And there we go. That is Ripto, no hits. We got another skill point for that. And if I remember correctly, that should be the last, correct? We're gonna skip the cutscene because we just watched it a little bit ago. We don't need to watch the credits again, so we're also gonna skip that. And this will put us right back into Dragon Shores. Alright, so now if we go to our guidebook and view our skill points, I believe, there it is. So the well done in the bottom right there lets us know that we have completed all the skill points in the entire game. And here's the list right here. If you want to skim over it, feel free to pause. And now, if we press the X button, we will receive the epilogue. So this is what happened to the characters after the story. So Gulp found a new life at the Society for the Protection of Abused Monsters Petting Zoo. Try saying that name 5 times fast. Some of the Earthshapers joined the Fawn Dance Troupe in Fracture Hills. So the Vaughns have a dance troupe that the Earthshapers decided to join. One of Spyro's friends found a new toy. Wow, Ripto's really gonna hate dragons after this. Hunter's scuba diving career was cut a little short. Hunter, you might want to turn left, or right. That's a right. His left is my right. My right is his left. Moneybags swindled the Bone Builders one time too many. Oh, so they're Bone Builders. That's what they are. Huh. There you go. That's what they are. They're Bone Builders. You got the Ice Builders and the Bone Builders. Agent Zero found some new recruits to train with Agent Handle and Agent Greta. The Ice Builders finally made it to Colossus for the big hockey game. Wait, they said they had tickets to the hockey game. Doesn't that mean that they watched the hockey game, not play the hockey game? The chef finally got to host a hot tub party. Was that what he was doing the whole time? Oh ho ho, what a knee slapper. And we thought that he wanted to eat the baby turtles. What a hilarious misunderstanding. Spyro missed his chance with Elora. Oh no. Rejection. Crush decided to pursue higher learning. You know, 1 + 1 equals... Spyro was confronted by the black sheep in the herd. Not really, we're just gonna go past that one. So, that is normally where the epilogue would end. However, thanks to us completing all of the skill points, this is our reward. We get to see Basil the Explorer's Faunus Mortis, Extinct Creatures of Avalar. So these are... There's 2 ways you can look at this. A, these are in lore extinct creatures of Avalar, or B, in real life, in real development, these are just, you know, enemies that were cut for whatever reason. We have this sword-wielding guy that looks like he probably came from Scorch. Then we have this little cat-looking thing, where would she be? She looks like she'd be like from Glimmer or something, actually. I mean, that guy would be from either Robotica Farms, Metropolis, or Hurricos with the gear grinders. But I'm thinking Metropolis, honestly. He looks like a garbage disposal type guy. And then we've got that wizard guy, so he's probably from like Cloud Temples or Mystic Marsh, one of those. We've got this trash can guy. Actually, I haven't been reading any of these names. I'm stupid. So first we've got Gardus Fioritum, who looks like he's an enemy from Scorch. Catabus, which looks like Catabus. Catabatus. That looks like they're from Glimmer. We've got Farmy Robotum. Oh yeah, you're definitely from Metropolis. Druidus Schnickum. Alright, you look like you would have belonged in Mystic Marsh, probably. Varmintum. You would probably be from Robotica Farms. That's definitely where you would be from. Lizardum Fat Slobe. Well, that's definitely a Glimmer enemy. Mr. Fistus. Idle Springs? I'm not really sure. Armapillo? That's a pillow? That's a aggressive looking pillow there. I'm not really sure where you would fit. Maybe Fracture Hills? Nervous Tickus. You would probably fit... I could see you in Shady Oasis. I could also see you in, like... maybe Sunny Beach. I don't think you would be a Hurricos. And then we've got Wuss, which I have no idea where you would be. You're bland enough that you could kind of fit in anywhere. And then that would be the end. So, looking at all those critters are your reward for achieving all the skill points. So, that is pretty much everything you can do in Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage. Except, there is still one final thing yet still. We've played through the game once, we've completed it 100%, we've done everything we have to offer. What else could there possibly be? Well, if while we are in the game, we pause the game, go to exit level, this will bring us back to the Winter Tundra. And then once we are in the Winter Tundra, we're going to pause the game again and hit Quit Game. Yes. And now, as we reload back to the title screen, we can press Start. We're going to go to slot 1 because that's the file we've been using. If we hit a new game on the file that we've been working the entire time, yep, we're going to overwrite it. In the World of Dragons. So this is a brand new game. Starting from square one, we're going to skip through the cutscene because we already unlocked the Dragon Shore Theater. Meanwhile, in the world of Avalar, this is how Spyro gets kidnapped and meets Ripto, and that negative interaction is the only reason that Spyro partakes in this adventure. That and, you know, he likes helping people, but... You will now notice that even though it's a brand new game, we have to collect everything, we don't have anything. We still have the Super Fireball. So this is how you get to play Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage in sort of a new game plus sort of faction. You can now play the entire game all over again with the Super Fireball. And if you thought that this game was fun to mess around with just a double jump, now we have a double jump plus the Super Fireball. And that makes for all sorts of fun shenanigans. Oh, okay, so let's go ahead and just rush to the end of the level here. So, with that, I believe this has been everything that I can possibly show you in Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage with my current level of knowledge.
Spyro!
So now, I get the fun privilege of leaving things off to you. Now, armed with all this information, if you have access to this game, definitely feel free to play it, figure out how you can implement some of these tricks yourself, and feel free to let me know if there are any other tricks that I've missed throughout this entire playthrough. In the meantime, my name has been GoTrunks_Armada, and thank you very much for coming with me on this journey through Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage. I've had a lot of fun making this project. Hopefully it's received well by the community. Hopefully you guys can leave a like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends. I plan on doing these types of playthroughs for a lot of my games that I grew up with from my childhood. Some will be pretty common, some will be rather obscure. But until next time, my name's been GoTrunks_Armada, and I hope you have a wonderful day.